Hi there, traders. This is Brad Gilbert with the FX Market Insight for Monday, the 23rd of November. All right, just looking where the equity markets closed in North America. Friday, slightly down, okay, across the board. NASDAQ down as well. So a little bit, to and fro here. The S&P futures up a little bit, but so to me, that's reasonably neutral in these sort of markets. And we're not seeing a major amount of activity across the board here. Relationship between the equity markets and the the major trading instruments, currencies and metals and these sorts of things. So pretty neutral start. And this is where the markets were a little bit diffused last week. Now, just looking at where that dollar index is, it's sort of just treading water at the moment, but just right at the moment, just taking a little bit of a dip, but nothing to get excited about with the start of the Asian session. Now, bit of uniform price action there on the dollar. Slightly lower, as I said. So that's good to see the dollar's doing the same thing across the board. That makes me feel confident and comfortable. But what does make me feel a little bit, less confident is what we're seeing on the news front, right? So Biden to unveil first cabinet. Let's talk about vaccines and rising virus cases. And that's where we are with this, right? It's really down to this COVID breakout. What's Biden going to do? The Donald seems to be fading out of the news. I'm sure he's well pissed off about that election result, but he'll have to work himself out. Now, if I just come back to just look at on the technical side of things, looking where the charts are now, the markets are pretty good. And what I say by that is, I know the Aussie, Euro, Sterling, dollar CAD, even dollar yen, Kiwis, probably a little bit still upwards, but mainly sideways. So all these pairs are sort of just drifting sideways at the moment, somewhat within recent ranges. But what we do have, which is very compelling, is we have support and resistance levels on most of these pairs. Like Kiwi, it's already broken high. There's no real sort of levels there, but we've got levels to work with both sides of the market. And Sterling is just taking a little walk above, probably triggering some stop losses just above 133 to start the week. And dollar CAD is sort of sitting around these levels. So what we've got is we've got good technical levels. Right. And I'll bring you back to the market, our market insight, just to give you that sort of explanation. So with the, this is generally what we're sort of looking for is good conditions. So we've got pretty good technical trading conditions, but we just don't have the momentum from the core economic fundamentals, right? It's still coming from these geopolitical events. And that's why the currencies aren't shooting up and down. There's no really distinct trends at the moment. But that can sort of change, and I expect it to as Biden takes control and we get some idea about what's going on. So long-term trends, no major changes there. The dollar is still drifting lower. We've got some levels approaching, right? And when they are approaching, you're looking to get into the trade. Now, if it's going up, for instance, I'll be looking for either buying a dip of support or a break of resistance. And that's the sort of general way you should be setting yourself up. Now, a trade from last week that I was looking at probably Thursday, Friday, was looking at the dollar index, right? Looking for a dip down through 92.20. That trade is still good and still valid, right? This is the thing. You don't need to sit in front of the screens for 3 days waiting for the trade to come into play. All we need is dollar weakness. It hits this level. We know momentum will shift when it goes down through 92.20. We get a flurry of stop losses triggered and you pick up some cash on the downside. So I'm still looking at that as a potential opportunity to start the week. And then we go for there. Don't forget, it's probably going to be, it is a shorter week coming up. We've got US Thanksgiving coming up Friday. So even Thursday, right? Everyone starts to bail out of New York and, try and get back to where they're going. I know this is a bit of a different year with transportation, but you'd still expect this to be a very significant shorter week. So I'd say by Tuesday, Wednesday, probably Thursday, we're going to see most of the activity. Friday, we probably won't see too much at all, but good to see the currencies. We've got technical levels. We've got things to work with. So just be patient and wait for the build up, and hopefully we get some sort of news, whether it's geopolitical or otherwise, and we get a trade in play. All right, guys, have a good one. Catch you later on. Cheerio.